Okay, so we are going to start with a smaller case example for today's addition. So we're going to get to our 2 digits in a minute. Right, my first calculation is 5 add 7. And we're going to use our number bonds to help us. There's 2 things we could do. We could make the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we can make the 7. Notice how I'm putting them in a line underneath. That's going to be really helpful today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So you might remember how to make 10 using a bond with 5. So we've got our 5 there. How many of these ones would we put here to make 10? 5 and, hopefully you're saying 5. 5 and 5 are a pair. Oh look, we've made a group of 10 now. 5 and 5. So what I can do is I can move these ones away and exchange them, swap them. Exchange means swap for a stick of 10. Now I haven't changed my number. I had 10 ones. I've just swapped them because it's easier for me to use a stick of 10. Look how easy that is to see the answer now. I've got 2 ones and I've got 1 stick of 10. It made 12. So I thought about it as 5 add 5. And I had 2 left over because we know 5 and 2 is 7. Let's have a look at another example. Okay, this time we are going to do 6 plus 8. I'm going to do exactly the same thing again. If you want to pause the video and make this, that would be a really good idea. So there's my 8, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, now what I'm going to do is try and make a group of 10. So I know I've got 6. What is a number bond with 6? 6 and, hopefully you're saying 4. If you're not sure, you can count them, can't you? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I've made my group of 10. Okay, I'm going to exchange 10 loose ones for a stick of 10. Just because it's easier, okay? There's my stick of 10. Now it's really easy for me to see. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. And what happened to my 4 then? Let me write it properly. We need to make sure our writing's clear, don't we? There's my 4 ones and my stick of 10. You can easily see I've got 14. Okay, I've moved on to a new example now with a 2-digit number, 1, 2, plus a 1-digit number, 18 add 5 equals. Can you pause the video and make for me 18 with 1, 10 and 8 ones and make for me 5? Okay, brilliant. Once you've done that, we are going to do exactly the same again because I know I've got more than 10 ones here. So here's my 8. What's a bond with 8 to make 10? 8 and 2. Remember 8, 9, 10. Or you can count them in if you can't remember your number bonds. So there's 8, 9, 10. Now we've got a group of 10 that I can exchange. I can swap for a stick of 10. So I'm going to slide my 10s away and swap them for a stick of 10. Okay, remember I've not changed the numbers I'm using, not changed the amounts. There's still 18 and 5 in my parts. Now I can really easily see how many ones do I have? I have 3 ones. How many 10s do I have? I have 2 10s. The answer is 23. And if I look, just check if that looks right. Okay, well, 18 is only adding a 1-digit number. It's going to be in my 20s, isn't it? Looks right. Okay. Okay, for this example, I've got some larger numbers just to show it works with larger numbers. We've got 37 plus 24. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing again. I'm going to start with my ones. Remember we talked about that last week, always starting our ones. So I've got 7 ones and I've got 4 ones. Now, I know 7 and 4 is more than 10. So I've got my 7 and I'm going to move my ones to join these. Okay, are we ready? So 7, 8, 9, 10. I move 3 because 7 and 3 is 10. I've made a group of 10. So I'm going to take that group of 10 and exchange swap it for a stick of 10. Okay, now is the easy bit. How many ones do I have? 1. How many 10s do I have? Well, I had the 3 10s and I had 2 more 10s from here, which gave me 5 10s, but I also exchanged a 10. I've now got 6 10s. Okay, fantastic. I'm going to show you how to draw now. So make sure you have got a whiteboard or a piece of paper and a pen with you. Okay, we're going to look at drawing now in case you don't have equipment. I'd recommend writing out the calculation. Don't forget those T and O's, those 10s and 1s at the top. They really help with our place value. So we are going to draw our 17 with 1 stick of 10 and 7 1s. Do it with me. Pause the video as you need to. We're going to draw our 16, but this time when I draw, I'm not going to draw it underneath. I'm going to draw it under here, and you'll see why in a moment. I'm going to draw underneath this picture. So I'm going to draw my 16, 1 10 and 6 1s. Okay, this is going to help me in a minute. Now I can see there are more than 10 1s, and this is what I need to do. And I can check, can't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There are more than 10, there are 13. I'm going to put a circle around 10 of them. Okay, that's why I've put them on top of each other. Just watch. So I know there are 7 here. 8, 9, 10, 7 and 3. I've circled 3 of these. That makes my 10. 7 and 3. 7, 8, 9, 10. I know that this group I have circled is 10. Okay. Now I need to look at my drawing. How many 1s do I have? Well, I've only got 3 now because those have made a group of 10. They are like that now, aren't they? Group them together. So there's my 3 1s. And how many 10s do I have? Well, I had this 10 from the 17 and I had this 10 from the 16. So I've got 1, 2, but I've also now got my group of 10. So I've got 1, 2, 3 10s. Okay, and just to show that drawing works for a larger number as well. So I'm going to draw 48, my first part first. So I've got my 10, 20, 30, 40, my 4 sticks of 10. I've got my 8 1s. Now, where am I going to draw the 34? That's right, I'm going to draw it underneath. Please do this along with me if you are not in class, we would be doing it together, wouldn't we? Okay, and you can keep pausing and having your turn to do it, that's fine. So, I've got my 2 numbers drawn, I've got my 48, I've got my 34. I can see there are more than 10, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, there's 12 there. It's too many. So I need to make a group of 10. Exchange my 10. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 8. I know that I need 2 more, 8 and 2. 8, 9, oops. Sorry about that. 8, 9, 10. There's my group of 10. I've put a circle around it. Okay, now all I need to do, how many 1s? I've got 2 1s. How many 10s? Well, I had my 4, 5, 6, 7, and the group I've made, which is 8. And if I look, do we think that number could be right? Do you think 82 sounds about right? Well, 48, that's nearly 50. Add 30, or I might think, well, 40 and 40 is 80. It kind of is about the the right number. It's good to estimate, isn't it? 48 is nearly 50. And if I added on 30, I'd get 80. So it's got to be about there. I hope that makes sense. All I can say is keep trying, practice. Keep coming back to the video if you need to. So there's a sheet with different calculations. If you write the calculation out in your book, don't do it on this sheet, there won't be enough room. Write the calculation neatly in your book, in the squares, and then draw this underneath it. And that will really help you, or build it. Okay, let me know which method you decided to use. That would be really helpful for where we go next. Okay, I'll also put the other video on if you want to have a look at column, which is where you write it one on top of the other. If you want to have a look at that, you can go and check out that one now. Okay, well done everyone. Good luck.